来。
你咋在这儿呢？
你说巧不巧？咱们考一个大学。
Hi, and welcome back. Christmas is a time for joy and celebration, and what better way to celebrate than by watching some of the best Korean Christmas TV shows of all time. From heartwarming rom-coms to thrilling action, adventures, this list has it all. These Korean TV shows have been beloved by fans around the world and are guaranteed to get you in the holiday spirit. Number 10. Crash Landing on You. After getting into a paragliding accident in South Korea, South Korean heiress Yeon Sari crashes in the reclusive country of North Korea. There, she meets North Korean Army officer Ri Jong-hyuk, who agrees to help her recover in South Korea. The two gradually start to fall in love with each other despite their country's tense relationship. Crash Landing on You has an 8.7 rating in IMDb.
선이 작동되지 않는 하필 그때 휴전선을 넘어 군관사택 마을까지 침투한 당신은
날 지금 간첩 그런 거라고 말하는 거예요?
Number 9. I Don't Want to Be Friends with You. A high school senior conducts a time travel adventure 20 years in the past to meet her childhood friend. Her mommy and Lee Jin-boo were always each other's closest allies. An exciting transportation sends Lee Jin-boo 20 years earlier, where she meets her mother Lee King-tong and they become friends. They come from different backgrounds and have different personalities. Through their time together, Lee Jin-boo comes to know her mother's forbearance and bravery. I Don't Want to Be Friends with You has a 8.0 rating in IMDb.
我把自己完全的抛进了你的世界，可是现在在这个世界里，我已经完全找不到我自己。
Number 8. Winter Begonia. A story where the protagonists are brought together by their love for Peking opera takes place in the pre-World War II 20th century. It follows Cantonese opera performer Shang Xi-rui and Beiping businessman Lan Zaiwoyu, who developed their attachment for this genre in the army. It's challenging being an out-group member, but he does not quit nor give up as he fulfills his goal to promote Peking opera. Adding his all to practicing the craft, wealthy businessman Chang Feng-tai becomes deeply devoted to his work after having watched a performance. He first meets Shang Xi-rui and quickly becomes an admirer. Chang Feng-tai helps Shui Yun-lu and recruits a new team after helping Shang Xi-rui. Then Shang Xi-rui and Chang Feng-tai participate in the fight against the Japanese army in Beiping in 1937, and patriotic individuals become involved alongside them to defend their homeland. Winter Begonia has an 8.8 rating in IMDb. Number 7. I'm Not a Robot. Kim Min-kyu is the biggest stockholder of a financial service company and has an allergenic reaction when interacting with other people. He becomes attracted to a robotic project known as AG3, created by the Santa Maria robotic team. The experts are led by Hong Baek-gyun, the inventor of the robotic project and the world-renowned robotics professor. He modeled AG3 after his former girlfriend Joji Ah, a struggling inventor who also works as a personal shopper to make ends meet. When Kim Min-kyu wants to test the robot, an accident causes the malfunction of the robot's battery. Hong Baek-gyun begs Joji Ah to take the place of AG3 and pretend to be the robot in order to get funding from Kim Min-kyu. AG3 is the closest thing that Min-kyu has to real contact with another person. I'm Not a Robot has an 8.0 rating in IMDb.
친구
이것들이 진짜 그냥.
Number 6. You Are My Glory, a story that follows the aerospace engineer U2 and the shining celebrity Kiao Jingjing. A decision to pursue gaming to help preserve her image causes her to be face to face with an old flame. As they grow closer, they come together to become each other's gem. Being a renowned celebrity, she must keep her image in any way times. Alas, an individual starts to crack once a video or photograph revealing their video game abilities is leaked, and it is entirely contrary to their public appearance. The agent for Kiao Jingjing fears that the individual might lose the endorser's trust, so she participates in a competition to display her skills. Kiao Jingjing decides to use all of her spare time toward enhancing her game, and her decision leads her to reconnect with her childhood classmate U2, whom she once had a crush on. He's a legend at her school, regarded for his brilliance at anything he does. Yu2 went on to become an aerospace engineer and video game player like Kiao Jingjing, who accepted him to be her gaming coach. It seems that their online game brought them back together, so she asked him to be her virtual coach. You Are My Glory has an 8.3 rating in IMDb.
你也还是拥有了一个又漂亮又可爱的女朋友，开不开心？满不满意？
可以用行动表达吗？
Number 5. Romance is a bonus book. Choi Yoon-ho is a successful and handsome writer who is also a young chief editor for a publishing company. He has a calm demeanor and remains reasonable at work. He then becomes involved with his old childhood friend, Kang Dan-yi, once a popular copywriter. She is now divorced, a single mother, unemployed, and struggling in life. She does her best to ensure that she can find a job despite her less than ideal background and has a hard time attempting to do so, but she always does whatever she can to find something meaningful in which to invest her time and energy. As a member of the same workplace as Choi Yoon-ho, she uses conformity to get a temporary job. As they interact more regularly, a love affair begins to form. Romance is a bonus book has a 8.0 rating in IMDb.
학력 제한 없음. 딱 한 명 그렇게 뽑으면 되겠네.
강단이에게 내가 모르는 무슨 일인가가 벌어지고 있다.
Number 4. Weightlifting Fairy Kim Bok-ju, a thrilling story concerning youth, friendship, and love. Some of the students at a sports college fight for their dreams and become successful while managing friendship and love at the same time. The two main characters go on a roller coaster of emotions alongside a whole lot of their classmates. The drama follows the students so that they see the difficulty of their situations and derive inspiration and motivation to care for others. Treat others so the way you want to be treated. Weightlifting Fairy Kim Bok-ju has an 8.4 rating in IMDb.
내가 언제 그렇게 깼어?
메시 좋아하세요? 나만의 꿀팁이지.
야, 반응하지 마. 얘 뭐 소리야.
Number 3. While you were sleeping. A young woman with vague premonitions happens to meet two people she gradually becomes able to cripple. Nam Hong-ju lives with her mother, Yeon Moon-sun, who has a side business as a waitress. Jung Jae-chan is a rookie lawyer, and his older sibling, Sung-won, moves in across the street. Hong-ju has had the ability to see scams ahead of time, but sometimes the circumstances are beyond her control. One day, Jae-chan has a strange premonition dream about an accident involving Hong-ju and Lee Yo-byum, a former tutor of Jae-chan's. Jae-chan decides to intervene in the course of the events and ends up saving the lives of Hong-ju and Han Woo-tak, a young police officer. When Jae-chan, Hong-ju, and Woo-tak then start having dreams about one another, they realize that their formerly separate lives are now somehow connected. But can the three discover why they've come together, and can they help the people closest to them avoid getting hurt? While You Were Sleeping has an 8.3 rating in IMDb.
시간이 다른 쪽으로 흐르겠죠?
어떤 쪽으로 흐르는 겁니까? 더 좋은 쪽? 아니면 나쁜 쪽?
Number 2. When the Weather is Fine. Ha-won is a typical woman with good character. She has played the cello since her childhood. Ha-won's social personality started with her skill to play the cello, but while part of that, she was hurt emotionally by others. She has not trusted other people and has shuttered her heart to protect them. Ha-won grows tired of her life in South Korea and decides to return to her hometown Bukhyun village. There, Hae-won runs into Yoon Se-up. He owns a bookshop called Goodnight Bookstore. Yoon Se-up's daily routine is relatively simple. He wakes up, drinks coffee, opens up a book, and writes on his blog. Yoon Se-up's daily routine begins to change after meeting Hae-won. When the Weather's Fine has a 7.8 rating in IMDb.
알아?
난 늘 네가 궁금했었다.
If you want to watch series like Goblin, When the Weather is Fine, or While You Are Sleeping, but they are not available in your country due to geographical restrictions, you are in luck. NordVPN can help you with this problem. Right now, NordVPN is offering a mega discount plus 4 free months with the exclusive link that is in the description. If you want to access thousands of series from all over the world on your favorite streaming platforms like Netflix, Prime Video, or Hulu, NordVPN is the perfect solution, and you will surely be satisfied And if you are not, they offer you 30 days to make a return and you will get all your money back. Now let's get back to the video. Number 1. Goblin. Kim Shin, a decorated military general of Goryeo dynasty fame, is framed as a traitor and murdered by his master, the young king. Years after his death, he is cursed by the Almighty to remain immortal and endure the pain of seeing his loved ones die, as a punishment for the beastly killings he committed in the war to protect his country. He becomes a goblin, helping those who have his powers and being a decent individual despite his bittersweet history. The only way to end his immortality is the bride of the goblin, who can see and clear out the dagger located in his chest and end his painful life. Closer to the present, Kim Shin has waited 900 years for a goblin bride to cancel his immortal life. One night, he saves an unnamed woman Protestant who is going to die. The woman gives birth to a girl named Ji Yoon-tak. 19 years later, Ji Yoon-tak is a bubbly high school student who remains cheerful and hopeful. Despite her tragic childhood, she initiates contact with the goblin by coincidence, and their destinies begin to develop. Kim Shin's nephew, Yoo Deo-kwao, rents Shin's house to a certain Grim Reaper, and the two end up living under the same roof. Sunny, a charismatic young lady who runs a chicken shop, does business with a part-timer by the name of Ji Yoon-tak. As the lives of Kim Shin, Grim Reaper, Ji Yoon-tak, and Sunny intertwine, their stories deepen as they not merely met by chance but have strong friendships with one another. Goblin has a 8.6 rating in IMDb.
거봐 너야.
아, 깜짝아. 나 알았어요. 어떻게 부르는지 알았어요.
Do you like this video? Check others' videos here and subscribe to be notified about our most recent videos. See you next time. Goodbye.